Hello, amazing people! Welcome back to another episode of Dean and Gertie Explore the World.
In this week's episode, we are in Mesa Verde National Park in Colorado. This is nuts.
Absolutely right, guys. This is a bucket list of mine, has been for a long time. I cannot wait to see these ruins and show y'all what the western slope is what they call it here in Colorado. What that has to offer, and I think you guys will be impressed with what we're gonna get into. What do you think?
I agree.
Champions. All right, y'all. Let's go check out Mesa Verde.
Jeffrey,
Yes, ma'am.
I need to know something. Why are we up this early?
Well, typically we're up this early because it's a move day, but today it's 5:45 or 7:45, depending on where you are. We're going to go today to Mesa Verde National Park. It's one of my bucket list. I've been wanting to go there for a long time. It's one of the only national parks, or maybe the first national park, that was dedicated to man-made structures rather than just being out in nature. And it was abandoned in like the early 1200s, 1300s, something like that, but the Pueblo Indians lived there for a long time, and it's cliff dwellings that they've carved into the side of the canyon, and it's supposed to be absolutely spectacular. So we're making lunch. We're gonna rouse the kids here in a second. I want to see what they look like when they sleep. Hello, wonderful people. Look at Boo Boo. She's sleeping over here. Hey, Boo Boo. Hey, my hands are cold. Oh, no. Oh, good morning, sunshine.
Turn into a honey badger.
What's going on over here? Hey, my hands are cold. Will you warm my hands up? Will you warm my hands up? No. Get them off. Oh. Well, we're crabby today, but it is 5 o'clock in the morning, so... Anyways, this is what we're doing, making lunch, getting ready. It's about a 4-hour drive for us today, which is why we're up so early.
It's freaking cold.
It is cold. It's so cold, in fact, that when I just went out to get a soda out of the refrigerator, there's one that has exploded in there.
Are you serious?
So, I'm not going to deal with it today because it's all frozen in there. It's going to be another day's drama. Sandwiches, sodas, Gertie's, a little ham and turkey with some Colby.
So what are you doing here? What are we doing here? What is this all about? You mean there's not McDonald's in our future?
Well, there might be for breakfast.
Oh, gross.
We're going to Montrose to get fuel and probably grab some breakfast for the kids. Some sugar, some donuts or something to wake them up. It's a little bit early for them.
We could just tranquilize them and keep them in a car.
Yes, let them sleep the whole time. Lofty goals.
And then pull them out and make them do videos.
Yep. Dance, monkey.
If everyone on this video could only understand how often we get yelled at for doing videos that they're not in by people that want to see the videos with the kids in it and the kids that want to be in them.
Why don't I see the kids? Why do I always see Jeff and Monica? Well, go look at the kids.
I like you, but I don't like you that much.
Right. It's Dean! How you feeling this morning, buddy?
Horrible.
Horrible? Why?
Because I'm not with Grandma.
You're not with Grandma?
And Winston and Courtney like my friends.
Oh, and Winston and Corley are leaving today? Yeah, it's a sad day. Dean and Gertie's friends, Winston and Corley, who we've been here with pretty much the whole month, they leave today. They head to Denver. Gertie's up. What you doing, Gert?
Brushing my teeth.
Brushing your teeth? Then what? Pigtails, backpack?
No, then back to Mom.
Oh, okay. Back to Mom?
Mm-hmm.
So to do what? To do pigtails?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And watch her do her makeup.
Watch her do her makeup?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, Dean, you got your backpack?
Yep.
What you got in it? Tell everybody what you got.
It's out here. got a granola bar.
It's got a granola bar.
We got another granola bar.
2 granola bars?
You always can't have too many granola bars.
Okay.
And plus, me and Dad are sharing this. So
Oh, those are... Okay.
And some Joyride, because it's our favorite candy right now.
Some Joyride fruit bars. Okay.
We have my journal with a pencil, so I can journal down what I want in my basically diarrhea journal at the place. I'll find something that's cool.
So what do you do? What do you draw and
So,
you write a story about where we're at and then draw a picture of it?
so this side's the dialogue, and this side's the picture.
Oh,
You
okay.
can see my foot over here.
Okay, cool.
Then this is
So you'll add some pages today when we go to Mesa Verde?
yes.
Checklist.
Door locked.
Doors locked.
Water off.
Water's off.
Do we have the kids?
Kid 1,
The other kid's gone.
kid 2.
Okay, so we have those. We got lunch. We got our backpacks. I got my wallet. We got the America the Beautiful pass.
Sounds like we got it. Let's hit it. Mesa Verde National Park. What do you think?
Imagine living in this. Awesome.
Way up there on top of that? Would be pretty cool, huh?
They would put this into a bigger bowl and get all the other people that probably made corn and put it into a bigger bowl with all the chunks and then did that. So then they would have flour or corn milk to make stuff with. We're at Mesa Verde, and we just got our Junior Ranger books. Let's go check some stuff out.
Checking out Park Point in Mesa Verde. Gertie, what do we know about this?
This is the highest elevation in this park, and it's 8,572 feet tall.
High five on that one.
Whoa.
This morning when we woke up, it said fire high level because it is dry and windy. So if a fire were to break out, like in South Carolina, they would be able to spot the fire. We're on here. This is the highest point you can get in the park.
By 8,572 feet. Above sea level.
Cool.
So what we're doing is we're checking out the Cliff Palace. Just to let you know, if you're looking in advance, definitely check out reservations at the museum. We are here for just such a short period of time. We did not get reservations. So we're going to miss the actual tour, but you can walk down in the ruins and it is so spectacular. 150 people, 20 some rooms. It's amazing. It's spectacular to think that these were carved out of the side of the cliff. So
I'm
you need to get in here and check it out.
sad that we couldn't go.
What do you think?
It's pretty cool, but I want to go down there.
Yeah, it's so sad that we're only here for such a short time.
So that was the house of many windows.
With many windows.
With many windows. How do you think they got up there, dude?
They probably have to like walk them like, oh, almost there. Mom, don't worry.
Rock climbing? Yeah.
I think they would probably have to, it'd be tiring because you're going to have to climb up a rock face. Oh, wait, bushes and leaves. Rattlesnakes.
Yeah.
In bare shoes. That probably won't stick to your feet with rocks and slippery stuff. Then shimmy your way up on the mountain and like they could have like dropped down a rope like, Mom, can you drop down?
Yeah, they could have dropped down a rope or they could have climbed up that cliff face.
Wait, somebody would have to pull them up while they were hanging onto that rope and their feet were on the wall.
Oh, like an elevator?
Yeah,
Yeah, you never know. That was pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
To think you could live in the side of a cliff.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And they had to sleep on rocks.
Yeah.
They actually made their own chocolate. And we're gonna see the museum after this next one. Later. This is a replica of the balcony house, and we're going to go walk down and check it out.
Let's go. So we're at the first pull off for a balcony house, and just as an FYI, you can't actually see balcony house from here unless you have that tour ticket, which you have to get at the museum. So you have to drive another quarter of a mile or so up the road to Soda Canyon, and then you take that half-mile hike back, and then you can overlook balcony house. So I think that's what we're going to do next, is we're going to go up there and kind of make a decision as if we want to go try to check it out.
Hey guys, we're going to go check out the Mesa Top sites. Let's go check them out. Come on.
What are they?
These are the Mesa pit sites. Like she said, they're the first sites that the indigenous tribes used to live in for the first 500 years.
That they lived here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
I think it's they lived in a pit. Yeah, a pit house.
Pit house.
So let's go check it out.
Okay.
And I think that little hole right here used to be their food or water storage. Fire too, though.
Yeah.
If you can't climb up to the ladder, then you're not allowed in.
So that spot right there was the fire chamber. This was their storage chamber, and this was their main living chamber.
Yeah. So that hole over there would have been their fireplace. And they know that because the rocks that are around it are burnt and charred. And then this would be their sleeping quarters. And then this would be where they would store all their food and meats and everything else.
Wait, they're all here. They're all here.
Yeah, see, look. Lined with logs and then mud. So it would keep them warm in the winter and cool in the summer. And then that would be to that chamber.
And then the fire pit in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It also looks like they're... I think that was kind of what we're seeing, but they could actually live in...
You think you could live in the pit?
I think I could actually make it walk.
You could make it work? Well, we live in a trailer, and that was bigger than our trailer.
Yeah, I can make that definitely work, actually. It's actually pretty cool to see something from the Indians that is... But is that one of the original ones that they actually lived?
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool how they got to live in there.
All right, y'all. I'm going to tell you, I think so far for me anyways, that was probably one of the coolest. The square house, the tower going up, and then you had the three windows and all of that. And then you could see in the valley where the watermarks were, where it kind of came. That I think was pretty cool. I'd say of so far, the palace and this one's easily in the top for me.
Yeah, definitely way more detailed. It was really cool.
So like most everything, there's pullovers and lines of cars and everybody's waiting to do the thing. So just use some patience and you'll be able to see everything. So we're here Memorial Day weekend, and honestly, I thought it was gonna be a lot more busy, but surprisingly, everywhere there's plenty of room to park. There's only been one thing that we weren't able to see because of lack of parking. Outside of that,
it's more beautiful than I ever could have contemplated, and more than I think I can even explain. It's magical to think that this is how people lived and that a lot of this is still here.
I mean, to think, and this was like what they're saying, between 500 AD and 1300 AD. So, I mean, that's an incredible time span to be here. But to think that they only had the cliff dwellings for like the last 100 of it, and the rest of the time they lived out in those pit houses. So,
How must everything have changed
yeah.
to get them out of this into another spot?
All right, so we're at single-story villages, 750. Okay, which I believe is what that is right there.
This is a ventilation shaft.
Oh yeah, so air got in there.
So the fire would have been
Okay.
on top of that, up here.
Okay.
And then the heat would come down and out, and that stone that Verdi thinks is a gravestone is the deflector. It would push the heat out around the room. This is the last remaining part of what they said is a medium-sized village.
Badges. I hope it's made out of stone because I have plastic ones, metal ones, and a wood one. I want a stone one.
Folks, I always like to ask, what was your favorite thing you did in the park today?
The
pit houses. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So those are like those semi-subterranean, right? Where they live kind of half in the ground and half outside.
Oh, the Sun Temple?
Oh, Sun Temple. You saw a snake in there?
Oh, yeah, we saw a big snake.
Ah, cool. Yeah, that must have been cool. Did you like Sun Temple or did you like the snake or did you like both? So let me take a look at the books here.
So your sign said don't climb on the walls, so we did not climb the walls.
Thank you. Thank you for not climbing on the walls. Do we know why it's important not to climb on the walls?
Because it could get hot and it could burn.
Both, exactly. And the biggest thing is too, is that some of those walls were rebuilt, but a lot of it was using the original material. And so sometimes we have oils on our hands that get left behind. Did you see anywhere in the park where you saw kind of a darker shade on some of those walls? That's from people touching it. All right, what are some other ones we did? Oh, I like your little design here for the pottery. Did you also do one? Yeah, I like that. You did squiggly lines this way, you did squiggly lines this way. Do you know what colors those would have been for the Ancestral Puebloans? What kind of colors they used on their pottery? Red? That's a good guess. Yeah, like red clay. So some people, mostly in Utah, they use like a red clay with some black designs. Here at Mesa Verde, it was more white clay with black designs. As a Mesa Verde Junior Ranger,
At the Mesa Verde Junior Ranger,
I will do my best to protect
I will do my best to protect
Mesa Verde
Mesa Verde
and all national parks.
in all national
I
parks.
will stay on all trails,
I will stay on all trails,
not feed the wildlife,
not feed the wildlife,
not litter,
not litter.
and recycle when I can. Congratulations, you guys are brand new Junior Rangers. Of course, you get to take these books with you.
All right, everybody, so that wraps up our trip to Mesa Verde National Park. I'm going to tell you guys that was awesome.
I was happy, except I really wanted to walk the ruins because maybe next time.
You go online to the website, you can make a reservation, and you can actually walk in the ruins. I had no idea that they would still allow you to do that.
Mind blown.
For me, seeing that it was so well preserved and that you could still see the handholds and how they lived and in the cliffs, even the stuff that wasn't in the cliffs, there's still remnants of that left. It's really amazing to see that this indigenous group has left such a footprint for us to follow, and it's breathtaking. It's so pretty.
We need more guys in today's life.
Hopefully you enjoyed our little tour around Mesa Verde National Park. And until next time,
Never stop exploring and never stop dancing.
Please like and subscribe.
peace out.